What's up, everyone? It's Gyro, and welcome back to the channel. I'm back for now again. I know I keep on saying this when I do post videos that I'm back, but we'll see how long this will last. Um, just trying to get back into football, trying to get back into making content again. So yeah, I'm just gonna start off my return with a Pittsburgh Steelers mock draft. This one is gonna be the day before the NFL draft. I'm recording this on April 27th. This um this mock draft, whatever, and then on April 28th is obviously the NFL draft, the actual one. So uh, why not let's just get on into it. This is what I think the Steelers would do, not necessarily what I would do personally, but it's just how the board fell, how I think the Steelers would go if the board fell the way that it did in the simulation. Let's just get on into it with the 20th pick. I have the Steelers taking Malik Willis, and this one I had it in my last one, um, but I just think the Steelers are gonna do it if he's there at 20, and he did fall to 20 in this mock. So with that in mind, I think Malik Willis would be the pick if he did fall to 20, because I think the Steelers are infatuated with him. I think they like his character. I think they like his skills. So, and it make a lot of sense for them. I don't care. What the Steelers do as long as the player's good. So, I mean, I think Malik Willis is a good player. So, I'm not opposed to the pick. Um, and yeah, let's just move on to pick 52 now. And I got George Pickens, wide receiver out of Georgia. This is another player that I don't know if he can fall that far. Just like I don't know how Malik Willis will fall down to 20, but if he does, then that should be the pick. And that's the same with Pickens, because George Pickens is a really, really good receiver, in my opinion. Did get injured a little bit in Georgia, but I mean, a big receiver, can catch really well, do a lot of things that most receivers can't do. It'd be a nice pairing for the team. We need another wide receiver. So why not just pick up, a top wide receiver in this draft class, and George Pickens. Now at 84, I'm going with Brandon Smith, linebacker out of Penn State. And this one is more of like a what I think the Steelers are gonna do, because I think they went to Penn State's pro day. I think Brian Flores, and I don't remember who else. I think maybe Terrell Austin. I don't know for sure, but I know that they did send some brass down to Penn State's pro day to watch Brandon Smith. And honestly, like, I'm not the biggest fan of taking a linebacker, because we already have Devin Bush and Miles Jack. But if the Steelers feel it, they feel it fit, and they like Brandon Smith, and I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to what the Steelers will do, guys. They basically earned my trust. I remember I was angry when they got Claypool. Claypool's is he's looking like he could project to a really solid receiver. So yeah, I'm gonna trust the Steelers with these picks. And at pick 138, I have us selecting Haskell Garrett out of Ohio State. More Ohio State bias. That's fine, but I think Haskell Garrett is a good player. Like, I think he's a really good player, and we need interior defensive linemen. We need to get youth in that position. We need to inject youth in that position. So I think Haskell Garrett would be perfect from a big school as well. Yeah, I think he would be a nice fit for us. And now at pick 208, I have the Steelers taking Darian Kendrick, cornerback out of, I believe it is Georgia. All right. Darian Kendrick, solid player. I mean, he's a cornerback. We need a cornerback, so I see that as a good fit. Um, and he's from a big school as well, from Georgia. Steelers attended Georgia's pro day, and yeah. I mean, at this point, I would have liked to take secondary a little bit earlier, but the way the cards fell, I mean, this is how it's gonna be. And the last two picks are basically just bloodline. If you had a Steeler bloodline, you got picked. So at 225, I got Connor Hayward, Cam's brother. Um, yeah, I mean, he's a tight end. We could use a utility guy like that. Compete with Derek Watts. The two brothers of the two good players will be maybe battling it out. And for 241, I got Quentin Lake, safety out of, I think, US or UCLA. And he's related to Carnell Lake, I know that. So those are my picks right now. I just want to discuss a little bit of what, maybe if the Steelers move up or move down. So yeah, I think if we look at this draft, I think it's very, very possible that the Steelers move up, and it wouldn't just have to be for a quarterback. It could be moving up for Kyle Hamilton, the safety out of Notre Dame. They could have moved up for Jordan Davis out of Georgia because, he's a freak of nature. Same with Kyle Hamilton. Both are absolutely great and would make our defense way better. But, and they could also obviously trade up for a quarterback if they feel like, a team like New Orleans or Atlanta, if they want to move up that high, or Seattle or something, could go take a quarterback. They could go the route of taking their quarterback, which I think is going to be Malik Willis. They could do that. Me personally, though, I think, I don't quarterback is, it is what it is. It's whatever they deem, I like Trubisky and, all that stuff. But if they want to get one, I think they could go to, trade up for one easily. I mean, this draft is very unpredictable, in my opinion. A lot of unknowns. We don't even know who the first pick is going to be. Usually we'd know that, by now, but we don't know. It's probably up to Aiden Hutchinson and Trayvon Walker. And we'll see what happens on draft day. I'm very excited for that. I'm going to be busy that day, but I'll be able to catch some of the picks, and hopefully the Steelers pick well, Hopefully they pick someone that we can look back on in 10 years and say that was an amazing pick. And, make Kevin Colbert's last draft memorable. With that said, I'd like to thank you guys for clicking on the video, taking your time out the day to see this. And let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Who do you think, out of any of these players, who do you think is the most likely to be drafted by the Steelers? If I had to put a bet on it, I'd probably say Malik Willis because he's been just tied to the Steelers a lot. But anyways, let me know that. Please like the video, subscribe, all the stuff I usually say. And yeah, make sure you take care. Make sure you love yourself. Make sure you're staying positive, and all that stuff. And peace out.